exciting. So you said that you came up here when you were doing your stand-up. So have you been doing stand-up in between time, or
Yeah.
is that on hold? What's going on with that?
I'm always writing.
Okay.
I'm always writing. My phone is just filled with pages and pages and pages of material.
Mm-hmm.
Half a script, half a TV show, stand up material. So I'm always writing, always evolving my material, but for stand up wise, I actually have taken a break just
Mm-hmm.
because it's kind of hard for me to be such a serious and deep character because Ty ends up having a drug problem.
Mm-hmm.
He starts messing with Oxycontin and he loses his scholarship.
Which is something that a lot of people have dibbled and dabbled and are stuck on.
And the thing with that type of stuff is like you're dealing with like chemicals, and our body is filled with chemicals
Already, yeah.
So when you drop little doses of stuff in your body, there's so many instances where people that I know personally got one bad pill or one bad dose or something, and it
Either
just
not the same, or they're not here.
It just messes with you. So it's kind of hard for me to be so deep into that character and really try.
So seriously, and then be funny.
And then try to turn around and be funny. The funniness allows me to like sleep at night because it's so serious, so I have to make jokes to calm myself back down, but at the same time, like it's still heavy. But I think before I leave, I'm gonna try to do the Me Lounge one more time.
Okay.
And do another stand-up performance.
And that's what, on Sunday?
Yeah, it'll be in the end of November, last Sunday.
Sounds good. So what else is going on? What else is on your plate? What are your future plans? And tell us a little bit more about you and where you see yourself.
Well, 2012, I anticipate to really start being taken seriously as a leading actor, and if not a leading, a very strong supporting. I've been taking classes at Scott City, the acting studio in Hollywood, and we're going to AIA Studios, making sure that I'm getting the information and the knowledge that I need as far as what people are looking for and what really makes a successful actor. So everything that I'm doing is towards progress, and that's what I anticipate to be next. Either I would like to get like a television role and maybe take that route, but if another film comes, I'm open to that too. But either way, everything is towards being taken seriously, and I'm here, I've arrived, and this is what I came to do.
This is me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's
I like that.
That's the plan.
I like that. So with the transition of comedy to being taken, like you said, more seriously as an actor, how has that transition been for you?
It's been a little difficult in that in comedy it's really about you.
Right.
The joke, I could be like, look at his shoe, and it's how you present it, and that's what makes it funny. And my style of comedy, is like I have to act it out. I have to physically, move around. But when it comes to acting, you can't really perform. You can't really act. Now, if I was doing theater, which is, very similar to doing stand-up, you're on a stage, it's live audience, you're feeding,
interacting with them.
You could take back and forth.
Right, exactly.
But when it comes to acting, it's just you, your castmates, and like 50 people behind the camera.
Right. Quiet.
Go.
Watching you.
Be real. So you can't play to the crowd and you can't play to the camera. You have to really exist in that scene, and that really has been like the toughest transition for me is not performing. And that's what my acting coaches tell me all the time: you're acting, stop acting and start being. And so that's really the toughest transition.
So when they say being in that moment, is that what they're referring to?
You have to really actually think the thoughts. Because it's different whereas if we're running lines with each other and you say, where have you been? I've been at the store. You can tell you can tell that I'm just waiting for you to ask me that.
Right, because you know that already. You're like, been at the store.
But then when it comes to acting, I'm supposed to really listen to you.
Be into what I'm saying.
She really asking me where I was at the store. What you worried about? And really make it appear to be natural.
Right.
Yeah, and really, like I said, be like in the moment and think those thoughts and feel those feelings. You're when that red light is on, you're that character.
Right. Have you learned to cry at the drop of a dime?
I can cry. There's gonna be some tears dropped in licks. So yeah, I can cry, but it's so emotionally draining. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not a big crier, so it's
been
weird.
Challenging.
Yeah, it's really weird because I mean you have to have a wide emotional range, but when it comes to like breaking down crying, it's been a long time since I like broke down and sobbed. Yeah, so when I have to cry on camera, you feel like it's really, really draining because even though the scenarios aren't real and the situation is fake, you really feel it, you know? Right,
because like you said, you become that character.
Even if it's just
become that person.
Yeah, and then you get into it and you stare the person in the eyes and you say, I don't want you to leave, right? And then they go, all right, cut. All right, we're going to go from this side. All right, we're going to go right here. All right, we need you to do that again. And you have to, yeah. And that's really the most difficult part about it. But then at the same time, just like being in the moment, if you don't feel like crying, don't cry. Some people can just be sad, like,
right.
That's sad right there.
Right.
It's just a matter of as an actor
portraying that emotion that even if you don't actually shed tears, the audience will still see
exactly.
That,
and because if I don't know what I look like when I'm sad, it's not gonna look natural.
Right.
Because I could be, and that's that's not natural.
Right.
And it's changed how I watch movies now because I can't really enjoy movies from entertainment.
So speaking of that, when you're watching movies now, are you critiquing?
I sit there like this, like the whole time, like let me see. Like I sit there analyzing everything that they do. When I see a great movie, it really inspires me to get better. Like it really makes me want to get better. Like man, he's good at that. He's good at that. She's good at this. She's good. I could do that. I can, And then when I see like kind of subpar performances or really like I don't want to, everybody does. They got the job over me, but when I see people playing it a certain way and I watch it and I'm like, I would have done it this way, or even if the way they did it was great, it's always good for me to watch something and put myself in that scenario and see how I would have played the line, or if anything, it helps me because I can actually put myself in that scenario and think like, okay, I would.
What would you do?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's how it's changed a little bit for me.
Right. So